Good morning, sir. I would like to report my crude project, but I am unable to connect to Infinite Graph as originally planned. I've consulted with my colleague and classmate, but the resources available on the internet have not been sufficient for me to understand how to connect it to my front end. Therefore, I am afraid that I may not have enough time to report on my crude project using Infinite Graph. Instead, I will be providing an alternative graph database, Neo4j, which is connected to a Python front end. Firstly, I will explain the process I went through in creating the CRUD for Neo4j. I downloaded the Neo4j desktop 1.5.7 and created a database named CRUD. The node labels were automatically assigned in ID and person label, and within the person label, the property keys were set to name, age, sex, work, and updated. After creating the database, I focused my attention on creating a simple front end that include the key components of CRUD: add, search, update, and delete. We also have four labels: name, age, sex, and work, and the four input boxes for corresponding labels. To emulate the creating the data, I will enter a name, age, sex, and work, which we will where is it? Okay, we will try to add a node in our database. Let's just pretend we will add Maria Clara, age of 34, female, and the work is clerk. Clerk. Let's add it, and you can see here that the data is added correctly. We can check it in our database. Here's my database. If we can refresh the database, that there are four nodes available in our database. John Doe, I will just John Doe, Noni, Ryan, and Maria Clara. In Maria Clara, you can see the node properties, ID 0, age 34, Maria Clara, female, and clerk. Now we will test the update button. Maria Clara, age 34, sex female, let's just say accountant. Update. So you can see here that it says that the node was updated. Let's see in our database. So as you can see here, the work of Maria Clara has a bit updated to from clerk to accountant. Okay, we have already demonstrated the add, create, update, and let's try to search on the database. Let's try to search for Ryan. search. You can see here that the return of the search has the name Ryan, age 44, sex male, and work IT manager. Okay, we are now demonstrated the search button of the program. Let's try the fourth button, delete. Let's delete Maria Clara. So you can see here in the program that the node was deleted. Let's check in our database. The node is 3 and Maria Clara is deleted in the node, in the database. And all the functions of the CRUD are now functioning correctly. I will now try to explain my code in using Python. You can see here, first I imported the Tinker as TK to create a graphical user interface application which provided a set of tools and widgets to create a Windows button. Secondly, I imported Graph Database from Neo4j module which provided the Python API for connection to and interacting with Neo4j database. And you can see here the app, the class called app, and created a constructor method. I defined a class called app and created a constructor method for the class which is set the attributes to the master parameter so that they could be easily accessed later in the program. The title of the application was set to Neo4j CRUD app in the master window, and the driver object was created to execute queries and transactions using session. Here you can see that I created a UI elements, the root of the configure. Root.configure means that the application will be colored light blue. You can also see it here. Self.label.name configure bg number sign 90E0EF. This is the label of the name. And this is the text box. You can see here also the search button, and the node will be added using this program, this code. You can see the code for injecting the name, age, sex, and work in the database. And after injecting it, it will return that the node added with an ID, and it will delete all the written in the text box, same as in update, in delete, in search. The only difference is the code, the SQL code that are used. And that's my programs complete my CRUD project to your subjects. Thank you and good day.